Podcast at kcaaradio.com.
KCAA.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Palmtrees and Progress Presents on NBC, KCAA, 102.3 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1050 AM in the Inland Empire and worldwide on all streaming platforms. I'm your host, Erick Osario, and joined with us as always is the better half of the show, Andrew Berkeley, Big Dog Tavares. Pew, 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 pew. Yo, what is going on, Andrew? How you doing, man?
Nothing much, man. Had a good beach day.
You're at the beach right now?
I'm at your spot.
Sick. Newport? Well, for some of the listeners who may not be watching on kcaaradio.com, Andrew's sick on a, what is that, little, loft area? And you said Newport? Is that where you're at right now?
Yeah, dude, I'm in downtown on the 100th floor.
Your hat just disappeared for some reason. I don't know why. That was crazy. The best part is you just text me right before the show started saying, this darn sun is coming down. And I was like, that's what happens, man. We have such a fancy, just all window loft. I don't know what that's about. I have one window in the studio over here, so that's why I'm looking pale. But whatever, bro. So you doing good? You doing good?
Doing good, man.
You hitting the bars out there after this, or what's going on?
After this, yes, definitely will.
Oh, you should have been. You should be. You know what? Next time you're doing the show, go in the bar and do it, bro. Go. I want to see you in the bar over there, and while we're trying to work the show.
Actually, that'd be cool. I could do that.
It would be pretty cool. And as always, get them sponsor the show. As always, we got a great show planned for the listeners. We'll be chopping it up, going over some news articles that we read and pretended to read and skimmed as well. Let's talk about some recent viral videos. But before that, we'll be introducing our guests, Victor and Brianna. They are, it's a screenplay writer and the actor from the film Raza, that I'm looking forward. It's coming out June 29th. It's premiering in Riverside. We're going to give a little bit more details about that in a bit. But before that, Andrew, let's catch up. Oh man, it's almost been 2 weeks since I seen you, huh? And I miss you. I miss your smile. It's a great. What was it?
I said it's been a week and a half. Am I coming in rough?
Gross, man. Come on. This is a family show. What are you doing, bro? We're on the air.
Sorry.
No, you're coming in. You're a little choppy. But that's fine. But man, I gotta tell you, Andrew, I was supposed to be pretty productive yesterday, and I ended up just playing Pokemon Yellow version for like 4 hours straight, bro. I don't know if you know, they have the emulators on the iPad, on the iPhones now. And so, dude, just got Yellow version Pokemon, and started yesterday. I already got 2 badges. I killed Misty. What's up, dude? And you guys might hear that, Game Freak. What's up, dude? What's up? And boop, 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 boop. And dude, also got a Charmeleon. Got a Charmander yesterday, and it ended the day with the Charmeleon. So, needless to say, it was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. And I do have a 9-year-old daughter, so that's saying a lot, you know.
You got a lot of time on your hands.
Yeah, what's up, dude? Yeah, come on, man. It's the summer. She's having a good time. But what about?
Is her intern back? Is she back this summer? Is she gonna come back for her internship or what?
Yeah. You know what? Right now she's doing her summer day camp. So she has 1 more week of that until I could get a free internship for my daughter, and she'll be back on the boards, just touching buttons and hitting mics and whatnot. So that'll be nice.
Co-host.
Yeah,
co-host too.
Provides a lot more than my co-host currently, but that's fine. So
Good thing we have 2 other guests today, so
yeah.
I think we carry the show.
That's all right. That's right. Before we bring them on, do you want to catch up a little bit? How was your Father's Day? I'll fill in after, but let me hear about yours.
We didn't sunbathe, so that's kind of a downer. You know how we like to go out.
Yeah, for listeners of the show, you might remember last time we talked about Andrew's dad. He sent a photo of them with their shirts off in the backyard, and it just looked very, very peak father-son bonding, and I was jealous. I'm telling you that right now.
It's not in the chat. Actually, I was gonna say for our guests, if they want to scroll up in the Skype chat, it's there.
Is it there as well? We'll have to figure out.
So I just took a look at it real quick. If you guys want to peek at that, that is me and my dad. We were sunbathing. But yeah, no, so we didn't do that this Sunday. But we went to Luke Combs' concert on Saturday, so that was great, dude. It was an awesome concert. We got it for Father's Day present, plus a Mother's Day present. Mm-hmm. Plus Christian went as well, so he's also a father.
He's also a father.
He's also a father. Not my father, but it's close.
That's cool. Yeah. There you go. Oh, that's awesome. It was a good concert.
Yeah, it was a great concert, dude.
Sing me a Luke Combs song, because I'm not too familiar. Sing me a little something. Give me a little ditty.
It up later.
No. I want to hear you sing it, bro. Come on.
What's the best one?
Honka tonk, but donka donk. Is it that one? That's the country song I know. Okay, whatever.
Crazy, that's a good one. I can't sing them right now.
Oh, okay. So before we bring on our guests, I'll talk a little bit. Father's Day was awesome. I had a barbecue with the family. I was like bawling because my daughter got me a coaster. Oh, I should have brought it to work. Made me a cool little coaster and a nice painting with all this stuff. It's like world's best father. So I was just like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's the best. But the coaster really got me because there was a bunch of she painted on. It was like a color me mine kind of thing. A bunch of stuff on there. A guitar on there because I love guitar. A little MPC beat pad, a microphone, a skateboard on there, and there was a red beer can, which was pretty awesome too. I'm like, oh, it's nice to be seen. Like, I sip my beers and stuff, but I did have to say, I was like, baby doll, I don't drink Tecates, so I don't know where this red beer can's coming from. I can't think. Can you think of another red beer can? I guess Budweiser, but I'm certainly not slamming a Bud Heavy, bro.
Oh man. Anyway.
And without further ado, do we bring on our guests?
Let's bring them on.
All right, give me a little talking segue while I get the song ready.
Okay. Well, anyways, I did get a chance to look up what this story's about. Our guests. I mean, it's a great story. What they've written about and what they're doing is amazing. I can't wait to ask them more questions and get a little bit more in-depth detail. But I'm sure Eric has it queued up now. There's only one way to bring our guests on.
We got to bring them on with a proper song. Hey, someone from the Riverside too that made the song.
Yeah. She said I'll take some hell. Yeah. Said I'll take some help, yeah. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get by with a little help from my friends. Now ain't that right?
Woo! All right, Victor and Brianna, I want to say thank you for taking the time and being a part of the show. I was stoked when you guys reached out about such an awesome, you guys doing. Sorry, my Pokemon's still playing. I got it in the background. I don't know if you guys could hear it a little bit.
I'm here for that.
Yo, I don't know if you guys heard. I don't want to brag at the top, but I got a Charmeleon. Oh, okay. Cool.
I was trying not to be jealous. Yeah.
I get it. Hey, man.
Pokemon was my life when I was like 5.
Well, I'm 31, and it's still my life. So
it still goes hard. I'll give you that. It still goes hard.
So, Mom, it's not a phase. It wasn't a phase. I'm sorry.
No.
Well, Victor and Brianna, I want to say thanks again for being a part of the show. You guys' film, am I saying it correctly? Your film, Raza, is June 29th, the premiere, and I forgot all the details, so why don't you fill the listeners in a little bit about that?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'll touch on the event, and you can go into the film. But for the event, it's going to be June 29th. It's actually a premiere of the trailer, so it's not the whole feature film. We're dropping the official trailer on that day. But it's going to be a night event, so it's going to be outdoors. We're going to screen it outside. We're going to have food vendors, guest speakers, some guest appearances, and just a whole community event to get everybody together and be more informed about our community and the film itself, and because that's really what the film is about, so.
Awesome. And where's the premiere happening at?
What is it?
The Casablanca Home of Neighborly Services in Riverside, California. If you guys are familiar with it, great location.
Yeah. I have not made it there yet, but I when you guys said that, I was like, oh, yep, I've heard about it, driven past it a bunch, and they can find out all the info if they didn't hear, if they're hard of hearing, and they could go to your Instagram. That's at Raza.
The Raza film.
At the Raza Film.
Raza film. Raza.
Raza. Viva la
There you
Raza.
He's always correcting me. I always have to be like, wait.
It's hard for me at least to go from like speaking like this and then hitting like my native tongue and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I kind of have to go full Eddie Guerrero or Rey Mysterio when I say it. I'm just go Viva la Raza and R.I.P. Eddie Guerrero.
You don't speak Spanglish then.
You know what? That's probably the only thing I speak is Spanglish. It's I make my mom sad about it, but I'm trying. I'll get Rosetta Stone eventually.
There you go, Duolingo.
Yeah.
Thank you, Victor. I appreciate that. I've heard good things about that.
I'm glad my cousin can actually like pronounce it a lot better than I can. So
let's hear it. If you won't,
we don't need to go there.
If you won't see, don't go there, girlfriend.
Continue on to Victor. Victor, I had a chance to read more into the film and the whole backstory behind it, and I mean I was moved, and for us, I mean even just the whole like Latino, background and the culture, I was touched. So like I guess more on what your story's about. I mean, fill everybody in on kind of how you got the idea for it. I know it's a true story based on a true story, so that's great, But yeah, you just kind of go more in depth with how you got the courage. I mean, to speak your truth.
Yeah, y'all. Thank you for the kind words. So I'm a screenwriter. I've been writing basically like all of my life in like weird different ways. Even when I was a kid, we would like make these little short films, and then I kind of like decided that I didn't want a 9-to-5 because I'm not really into Zodiac, but I am Sagittarius. And I mean, I think one of the traits, like you can't sit still and do one thing. And that's kind of me. So I just realized that like film is for me. And I've just been writing ever since and just trying to tell these stories. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to tell, but I tell people all the time that like, now that I'm a writer, I have a huge Mexican family. Everywhere I go, people are like sitting me down, trying to pitch to me these stories that for the most part are like terrible ideas, no offense to them, but they're just stuff that I would never write. And then like eventually I just started to like listen to the stories that were told to me, and for some reason anything that had to do with my family and our real stories, that was just like so inspiring to me. And so like I wanted to create something personal because I realized that in my own storytelling I look at films like Moonlight and the work of Barry Jenkins and Greta Gerwig, and that's kind of what I want to do in film. So for me, I was like, maybe I could take my family stories and stuff that I've experienced and put it all into one story. So hopefully I'm not like exploiting their trauma too much, but I just decided to create like a linear film that's contemporary and just sums up stuff that I've experienced and my family has. So this story in particular, to avoid being kind of vague about it, it follows this Chicano family in Riverside who were kind of torn apart when one of the family members is accused of a crime he didn't commit, and the film just follows the family coping. And basically, I was inspired by so many stories that my family had experienced. I call this like the portrait of a community because I'm just throwing stuff that my family has gone through into this film. And like we had an article at the Press Enterprise recently where I was really able to hone in on the main story that drove it. And it was one of my grandma's cousins in the past who was accused of murder, didn't commit the crime, but he still went to prison. And seeing the way that the family on the outside kind of coped with their struggle to.
And he's still doing life.
Yes. Hopefully this film will bring him some justice. And that's just life. Anyway, we just really wanted to create something like that in contemporary society to let people know that so many of us in the community are experiencing those types of things. And yeah, we're really excited about it. I've had the chance to talk about it a little bit, and I'm really excited to be here. And thanks so much for inviting us. If that answers your question.
No, I think that was great. And kind of like you said, it brings up a lot of what happened in like, the Riverside community as well. Like, and for me and Eric, I mean, that's where our family resides as well. And
this guy's from Fullerton. Don't let him get it twisted.
Don't mind him. Anyways,
You think they got that loft out here in Riverside? Come on.
He's just an audio engineer. He's just an audio engineer.
Wait, do you live in Fullerton or were you born in Fullerton?
No, so I'm born and raised in Fullerton. My dad, the Tavares family, like the family that Eric and I are like related through. That's my dad.
His chest puffed out when he said that. It was weird.
You know what's funny? The only one for anyways. I don't want to talk about last names.
Okay.
Talk about it.
Yeah, go off, King. Go ahead.
No, but it really was kind of like you said. It's like throwing all those pieces together. It allows everybody to relate to it. Like I was reading about this story and I was thinking about my family trauma and just everything that's gone through, and just same thing. Just like first uncle, I thought about, I'm like, man, like. One of those crimes where, yeah, I want justice for that, for your uncle as well, and just in the sense of just it does kind of suck, but it's awesome that you're telling a story about it, because I promise you so many people are going to read what it's about, also see the film, and just be able to relate in their ways and be like, yes, that's part of like my family. And again, it's awesome to hear. I was so happy when I was reading about it. I'm like, man, I'm so proud to be able to talk to somebody that's doing that, writing a whole film, a screenplay about his own life, but it does help a lot of our community as well. We do get to relate to it, and we do get that sense of like, at least it's brought to a bigger light. We do go through a lot of things.
Right, and that's the thing with Latinos, like we're not really able to have that platform where we can, reach out for help or like, get light on us and the things that we go through. So, I mean, with this screenplay, I feel like it's really doing that already within the community. So, I mean, after this event, we're just going to go full force with the feature film, and we hope that, Latinos everywhere, not just Riverside, can feel the same way. So
yeah, and I also liked how Victor mentioned he doesn't want to feel like he's what is it you said, like not milking out the trauma, but you said exploiting the trauma. Yeah, and it's I thought that was awesome how you're conscious about that. But people, every time I see a film or read a book where it's something heavy, where someone's talking about something traumatic, I relate to it. I feel it brings me some kind of sense of some peace that I know someone else went through something similar or that. And I think it's awesome that you said, oh, I hope I'm not exploiting it, while other artists might be like kind of leaning into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I mean, for me, it's just like these stories are so personal, yet they're, like you guys said, they're universal. So many people can touch on them and relate to them. So, I mean, then again, as like Latinos, I think it's part of our culture to storytell too. And so, I mean, to that extent, it's like you got to do what you got to do to make sure.
And we did a name drop, so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. There's a level of secrecy, no name dropping.
Oh, awesome! Hey, and I gotta ask, was this the first like screenplay that you wrote that made it to a trailer that you're going into the process of filming?
Yeah, well, I've been writing for a long time. I have like a whole portfolio of work, and I've gone through like various shorts that were produced, but for some reason, this one, out of everything that I've written, it's gotten, I'm really grateful to say, a lot of attention, and it's picked up awards so far. So for me, it was just out of my portfolio, the project that I felt like I needed to just push forward, because a lot of people were connecting with it. I think because like we keep saying, so many people can relate to these experiences. I mean, it's essentially, even though it's a Latino story, it's about the American dream. And I think that because of that, it just really inspired me to like put this film forward. So we're getting really close to the completed version, and I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, and you said you made some shorts. Were they just short stories, or did you film any of those as well that people can go and find and watch?
Yeah, so they're short films. I acted in some, wrote some, and produced some. Some of them are hitting the festival circuit, but I also finished grad school like a year ago, and that was where a lot of them were kind of produced. So that was a lot of trial and error.
I
mean, well, yeah, I kind of hesitate to let people know where to find those.
Right.
So.
I get that.
Yeah.
It's funny. It kind of sounds like I produce music and beats and stuff, but it sounds like there's a lot of parallel lines between like early, like you said, you in the first shorts you're filming and you acted in as well. And I'm like, yeah, I remember my first couple beats I cooked up before like being able to sell them or give them out to people to go on. Like I kind of had to do my thing, like flow on it or whatever. So until like finally you have some kind of proof of work to showcase, and you're like, people see the potential from it. I'm stoked. I'm definitely gonna ask after the show. Hey, send that link in the Skype. Send that link. I want to see the shorts, because that's awesome, man.
I'll send it if he doesn't. Don't worry.
And who are like some huge inspiration? Like who are inspirations for you that made you get like to actually people write stories or want to pursue this stuff? Like what made you do it, and who are some of the inspirations for it? Like your screenplay writers or favorite movies and directors?
Yeah, so for me, like instantly, honestly, when I was like a very nerdy kid when I was younger, and I didn't love movies as much as I love dinosaurs, and so I love Jurassic Park.
Charmander's kind of a dinosaur, so I get it, dude.
But I just, I love dinosaurs, and Jurassic Park was like the perfect embodiment of that. And so I fell in love with the work of like Steven Spielberg growing up. But I mean, now looking at it, I don't really make a caliber of film. I don't like I don't make studio films that big. So I really like I mentioned before, Barry Jenkins and Greta Gerwig, and this current wave of like very indie filmmakers who are just telling their own stories, like even with no money and no outlet, they just do it either way, and that's just super inspiring to me to be able to just put yourself out there, and even if you feel like there's not an audience for it, I like that they just write their own stories.
Yeah. Kevin Smith. Are you a Kevin Smith or Clerks fan?
Clerks, yeah. I knew, yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
I need to watch it. I haven't seen it in a while, but it's a great movie, yeah.
Oh, what was that last one? I'm sorry.
I need to rewatch, but it's great, yeah.
Oh yeah, and I feel like it was another. It was always inspiring to see what low budget it was. I believe it was one of his like projects for his school that he was in, and you know how big it came out and basically made his career from off of Clerks. Just him and his homies, like one location the whole time, you know. And
that's the wave right now. That's what people are doing. I mean, all of the indie films you see, they're making it to the Oscars, and you know, it's like literally like what we're doing, just like a team of people coming together, bringing it to life, low budget. I mean, Moonlight was what, 1.5 million?
Less, I think.
Less, yeah. Like there was no money there, but yeah, it won an Oscar. So.
Oh man, that's right. And if you guys are just tuning in, this is Palmtrees and Progress Presents. We are with Victor and Brianna from the film The Raza. You can go follow their Instagram at The Raza on Instagram. No, what is it? The Raza film?
The Raza
yes.
film.
The Raza film on Instagram, and then they will be having a premiere on June 29th. So you could get more info about that. It's gonna be in Riverside, and I'm stoked on the trailer. I mean. So do you edit the stuff too? Do you edit the
No.
I get
it. Thankfully, we have a great team of people helping us. We have our editor working hard. But yeah, no, I'll give credit where credit is due.
Yes, I was going to say, it goes back to like, I'm sure you edited the first couple shorts or films that you were working on, and now you got a team to work with, and man, that's awesome.
I do have a question. So how speaking of teams, how did everybody come together? How did everybody meet, or how did you two meet as well? Just kind of how did everybody mesh?
You guys, I gotta stop. Andrew, you're killing it today, bro. Usually he never provides this kind of like support. My boy's coming through clutch. Okay, sorry, keep going.
Love it.
Okay, well, I'm guessing you guys don't know that we're siblings.
No, but that's why. Yeah, just kind of getting it out there.
Andrew read about it. He said, yeah.
Yeah, met at birth, met when he was born.
Yeah.
Sick. You dap him up. You say, "What up, dog?"
As soon as I came out of the womb, that was our first discussion.
Yeah.
You guys were just talking indie films. You're like, "What's your favorite A24 flick? What are we? The criteria? Where you at on there? Have you made your way through the list?"
I really like him like that.
Yeah. It was one of those slow burn sibling relationships. Yeah.
That's awesome.
For the whole team itself, I mean, it was kind of people from everywhere. Just I don't know, you did most of the networking for the team, so.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, like you guys mentioned, I mean, it takes so much work to put anything together, as you guys know. And so we have a whole team of people helping us. And for me, thankfully, along the way, I've been fortunate enough to have like these internships and educational experiences and just like life experiences where I met different people who are interested in film. And that kind of just saved their contact information, and then when we were going into putting this film together, I just sent out like a lot of emails and text and DMs, and thankfully it all people were really eager to work on this project, like across the board, from our directors to our actors to our unit publicists. Everyone has been working like really hard, and I couldn't be more thankful, because like you said, like when I first started doing this, I was doing absolutely everything by myself, and it showed at the time. But I mean, now it's just so great to be able to just be in your own department.
Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. Whatever what showed, man, it got you where you're at with the team that you're with right now. So you must have been chopping some edits good.
And like telling the story and being genuine about it, and people find like they hear it and they can see it. And, when they meet you, I think that's like the best part about when you can see a team come together, is because you're doing something that everyone else believes in and they support it, and you are the leader of it. So like that's great. A lot of people do, hear that and they want to be a part of it and make the story a realistic dream. They want that story to be told as well. So another thing that I did want to bring up, I don't know if you guys have already tapped into it, but Cheech, the Center of for Chicano Art and Culture, I don't know if you guys are already working to get there, but that'd be great too. I mean, I'm sure that's a story too. Are you guys working there too?
No, yeah, we're a huge fan. She's
Yeah,
joking about it because
he's actually
yeah.
pending his
We've been in contact with his people.
He
yeah,
might. It's a 50-50. He might go. He might not go based off of his schedule. He just got back from the country.
Being out of the country.
Out of the country like last week. But he's definitely interested in being involved, you know, and we're watching the film itself once the feature comes out. But as for the event, it's a 50-50 right now. It's kind of up in the air whether or not he'll be able to attend. But yeah,
he's been doing like great things in the city. I mean, like, as you guys know, I mean, especially for like Chicanos around. I mean, just in general in this industry and in the world. And we're a huge fan. We reached out to him, and I mean, that's the goal. He's just great, and we love him.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, that's why, like, again, I know Eric, he counts me out of
Dream
Riverside.
blood rotation, am I right, dude?
I never claimed the
We'll
IE.
associate you with Riverside, don't worry.
we got you.
Woo-hoo, let's go.
But I think it's awesome, dude. Like, he really does do so much to support that community. And I honestly, I love the whole community of Riverside and how everyone, like, supports each other and, like, picks each other up and trying to, like, there's a huge Chicano culture out there that I'm very proud to meet people, you know, like, and happy. And it's like,
yeah, friends of the show, Andrew. It's like, do you know how cool it is to say, like, hey, I feel like a hipster. I'm like, hey, I have friends with art hanging in the Cheech Museum. You know that? Like, and then people are like, why are you talking to me? I'm just trying to be at Walmart shopping. But I tell people that. You know what I mean? I feel cool. I just, you know, it's a cool brag, cool flex. I'm stoked for my homies, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And Riverside is such a small city too. I mean, it's big, but it's small, and everybody knows each other. People have like an actual culture shock when they move to Riverside if they're from other cities, and it's because everybody knows each other. You can't go to the grocery store without running into people you know. So, yeah, it's a very, very tight community in a good way.
Yeah, definitely.
I know. I always, if I meet somebody out here and OC and they're from the IE or, you know, they're from anywhere, I'm like, oh yeah, my family's off of La Sierra. They're right behind Castle
Come on,
Park.
dude, chill out. What are you doing?
Or,
What are you doing? What are you doing, bro?
I claim it. No, I love to know them. Like, you know, my family is a part of that, and I've grown up making the drive back and forth, and without a doubt, and just seeing so much support and love. Like, I kind of get like, I'm like, man, I wish my community had it. You know, I really do wish that it was more.
What's your community?
We don't have one.
That's awesome.
You're switching up on Riverside.
It's a lot of lifted trucks out there, and like MMA gyms, I assume, in Fullerton, right? I don't know. I don't know what it's like, dude. Come on.
I heard they have good bars out there.
Oh, you know what's funny? I used to love going out to downtown Fullerton when I had first like graduated, or when I was in school still, and it was before downtown Riverside was popping. I was born 92, so it was like 10, 12 years ago or something like that. But I would drive, 30, 40 minutes to go out there, and the bars are kind of stretched out. Have you came out here to bar hop, Andrew?
Yeah, a few times with you. I was going to say, actually.
Oh, dude, exactly. Like, the strip out here, bro, off Mission and University, you don't have to walk that far. It's like, I was like, I don't know why I drove 40 minutes to go get drunk in another city that has a lot of MMA gyms and like Chads. Is that okay if I say Chads? And
some Chads.
Yeah, a couple Chads.
I feel like I'm thankful for Fullerton. I feel like you gave me a little bit of both worlds. It gave me a little bit of everything. I'm in the middle of right outside of LA County. I am North OC, but yeah, I don't know. I got it all.
No, that's why you have your SRH hat. I feel like I keep talking about like.
I'm a chameleon. I just adapt where I go. I love it. I love to learn wherever I go.
I'm actually kind of describing old school bros from Riverside. I don't know. I'm saying with the 909 tattoos. I don't know if you guys remember that. Oh.
No.
Nope. Yeah. A little before your time, which is good. Which is good for you guys. I remember when 951 area code first came. Yeah, everyone had 909. And
at least you weren't a teenager during the swag era. That was us.
Oh, you mean jerkin? You mean the new boys?
Colored skinny jeans, jerking, the whole thing.
I always tell people if I was cooler, I would have had horrible photos of me with like brightly colored Levi's. But too bad I was a nerd playing Pokemon in high school. So.
Oh my god.
Oh my. So what year did you guys graduate then? Because it sounds like I graduated 2010.
Oh wow, I'm not that far.
Yeah, I could tell. It was the context clue was.
Excuse
jerking.
me.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Wow.
You can
Please see
tell.
my audio
No.
engineer.
No,
Sorry about him.
the context clue was the new boys.
Yeah, cut his mic. Audio engineer, cut your own mic.
Okay.
Just me and you, Andrew.
Yeah, exactly.
I graduated in 2014.
I was 2017.
He was 17. Yeah.
Hey, I'm 2015, so Eric's really the odd man out.
Yeah. We all went to high school together, at least.
Oh.
Yeah, he's 31 and plays Pokemon. I don't know.
Hey, wait, is that not cool?
No.
This is
And
new.
then you got a Charmeleon.
Thank you, man.
Oh, you did a Charmeleon, yeah.
Victor got
I'm
my
so
back.
jealous.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. Andrew, you got any questions right now?
No, I was just gonna say, I just feel like, again, just kind of going back to the film and just like kind of what you're expressing. I think there's a lot of things like this is another great moment for just the Chicano community. I don't know if you guys heard as well the new law that passed. I just kind of wanted to bring it up because we have an uncle. I don't know if you guys have heard about this new bill that passed that Biden. If you've been a resident of the United States for 10 years and you've been married to a spouse, you could claim or you can get U.S. residency. So for our uncle, we have an uncle that it's kind of the bill applies to us. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. You guys,
I haven't heard of that actually.
I think I was just hearing about
was
that.
announced yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a big step for, like we said, a lot of us, and I just kind of wanted to actually talk on, just touch it real quick. But yeah, I don't know, Eric, if you've heard about it. My dad called up his sister yesterday and was just so excited. He was just like, hey, like Flo can start getting his U.S. residency and just go through the process.
What
so
are
it's
you
just
doing?
I'm
You just
sorry.
threw
I'm
his
sorry.
name up there.
I name dropped our uncle. That's not his full name.
We'll forget.
My boy's
I didn't get that.
my boy's doxing where I live, and then he's talking about T.O. Come on, dude.
At this point, just drop his address.
I know.
I know. At
Do
this
you guys want my
point-
soch too? What's going
I'm
on?
pretty sure I got pretty close to the address too.
My boy said La
No,
Sierra.
that's
Castle
cool though.
Park.
They have been passing a lot of like really cool laws and stuff.
Yeah.
Like even what was the prison one that recently got passed? I mean, well, a few of them actually, and one of them, my uncle was serving life. Not that uncle, but another one was serving life in prison, and a bill passed, and he was able to get out. So he's been out for about 2 years, but before that, he did not think he was ever going to get out. So we're getting some change slowly, some good change.
Yeah, I mean
Definitely.
that's obviously like there's horrible stories where people like before. I have a good friend. I met him. He's my daughter's friend's father, and real great dude. He wasn't born out here, and he has his papers and all that now. But he had he went to school. He came out here like in elementary school. Was really good at hitting the books and all that. Got a scholarship to Washington, some school out there, and unfortunately, when he tried to get redeem, go through all the thing to get his scholarship, they asked him for his social security, and he didn't have one. And now he knows. He said, "Oh, now he knows there was a way around that." But at the time, he said, "Oh, I wasn't born here," and so they took away his scholarship and all that. And I mean, he's probably like 40, and he's telling me that with I could still hear the pain in his voice while telling that story. And it was a heartbreaking thing to hear. I was like, oh, dude, I went to community college. I cannot imagine hitting the. I was a stoner in school and still am, but my boy was.
It sucks 'cause when you're in that position, they feel like they can't do anything about it. It's so they feel so powerless.
Yeah.
So that's. It sucks, I think Latinos have it pretty tough out here. So in so many different ways, not just, incarceration, but everything, both examples you guys were talking about.
It's society.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what I'm saying, Victor. It's just you being able to tell this first story. It's crazy what it can connect to different stories that you're able to tell, and just you don't have to go through it firsthand. It's better that this one's purely yours. But you'll be able to write more into, go into other depths of writing other people's truths. Maybe someone comes up to you and approaches you with a story and you're like, you know what, I know how to write that and I can write it in this way and kind of portray it perfectly. So it's great in the sense of let this be the first one, but I hope there's so many more that comes out to help everybody. It does help the community, and it makes it aware of you give kind of all Latinos a voice. You give all our stories
And
of
opportunities.
Yeah.
Totally,
Yeah.
yeah, both of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, rest assured, I have a lot of personal stories that I will try not to exploit, but those are to come. But yeah, totally. I feel like that's the best thing right now, just helping others feel seen through the stories that you tell. Because like at the end of the day, like I keep saying, we all go through certain stuff, and a lot of times we feel like isolated in it. But like as we're telling these stories right now, we all know so many people who are affected by the same like legislative issues and stuff like that. So it's really important to just tell your truth so others can feel validated, if that makes sense. I mean, it's just sad that we have to do that to begin with, but I mean, at least we can do that and form this sense of shared community, which I think is great.
Yeah, man. And like what you're doing to have like other kids see a name that looks something like theirs, like, that representation is crazy to see. Like, I can't wait to show, you know what I mean? Like when the film does come out, show my daughter it or whatever. If it, in certain parts, I don't know what it's rated, but to be able to show them like a movie that someone with their last name that looks like their last name or sounds like their cousin or someone that they know made a movie, you know what I mean? Like wrote, directed, that kind of stuff. Like that means a lot to
and we wanted it to be in a positive light, not just seeing representation, but also it being in a positive way, because right. I mean, there aren't a lot of Latino films out there right now, and the ones that are out there are just ridiculous. Like the way they portray us is just crazy. So
do you want to call out the movies you're thinking of or no?
Oh, well, I mean...
No, let's not do it. I'm trying to work
Okay, fair enough. You know what? Is this going to be the Skype conversation for later? Because I'm interested. All I will say is, don't look at me, puppet. That's all I'll say. Don't look at me, puppet. Andrew, you got any other ones? No,
dude, honestly, I was about to look up somebody that I know that she's really big in kind of Northern California. She's really big on speaking for... again, just Chicano community. Dang it. I'll find her Instagram right now, but you guys should definitely reach out to her as well, because she has great stories. I know that she's always she's going up and down to Long Beach to bring supplies up to people in the farms and in the fields. So, I don't know. She's great. I've actually been able to help her out. My dad works for Albertson's distribution center, but like he had access at the time when COVID was going on to a bunch of masks, waters, all these things, and I was able to link them up together, and she brought truckloads, and they just loaded up her trucks, U-Hauls, and they took it up there. So like it's great. Like I said, I love our community, and just in the sense of like I don't like to exclude myself from communities. I'm not just OC. I'm everywhere.
Look at you, Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide.
I know. Yeah. Don't call me that sometimes. But yeah, I enjoy getting to meet new people and just, share stories. You see different backgrounds. My girlfriend, she's actually from New Jersey. So I meet a lot of people from New Jersey, New York, and just how they live life out there.
How does she sound? Cool. What's her accent like? Why'd you do it?
She's from the shore. What do you mean?
It's the best. Every time she's talking to me, I feel like I'm getting bullied, and I hand her my wallet. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know, dude. It's a problem. Andrew, could you talk to her for me about it? It's really a problem.
I love that she does that to you. I tell her, don't smile at him. Don't smile.
She puts her hand up.
Don't validate his jokes. I tell her that all the time.
I love it.
If you do, he will just keep going.
He won't stop.
Will we be taking notes?
Well, thanks again for tuning in to Palmtrees in Progress Presents on NBC KCAA. We are tuned with Victor and Brianna from the film The Raza. You could go ahead and follow them at The Raza Film on Instagram and social media, and they will be having a premiere for the trailer on June 29th. Do you guys want to say anything else before we have like a little segment where we get into some like pop culture nonsense news, if you guys want to stick around for that, or if not, you guys can plug anything before we hop into that?
Well, I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you guys again for having us. And we have this event coming up. We're really excited about it, and it's for the community. We just want to help change the trajectory of representation. If you also want to be a good person and do that, feel free to stop by.
Oh yeah, you guys better both show up.
Yeah. Woo!
We're holding you guys to do it.
Angie, are we wrong?
I would love to. I mean, I really wish I was in town. I did see the message, and I wanted to pass it off to Eric to represent us. So
you're in Fullerton, right?
Yeah, I'm in Fullerton, but I'm gonna
so
be
far away.
I'm gonna be in Yosemite actually next weekend.
Like 50? What did you say?
I'm actually gonna be in Yosemite next weekend.
Oh,
But
nice. We're going next month. I love Yosemite.
What is in Yosemite that I don't know about? You guys are both going out there?
We can't tell you.
Bears.
Yeah, but
See, perfect. You got it, Victor. That's what we do. We just move on to the next thing.
I only know Yosemite Sam. The guy's like,
We don't bring him into it.
fair enough. Fair enough. Oh,
No,
man.
but I'm actually going for one of my best friends. It's like a bachelor party / like survivalist trip. So
What?
we're gonna go.
What? Why? Let's dig into that, Andrew. Don't just.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can jump into that real quick. Yeah. So I'm gonna go to the mountains, and we're not supposed to bring anything. So this survival guide.
Is this guy
gonna
white?
take us-
Is this dude white?
Oh, you know it. You probably.
No way.
Yeah.
There's
I
no
was
way
like,
that I'm not even for it. I'm just like, I guess, man. If that's what you want to do, we'll do it.
Wait,
So
it's
anyways,
one night or what?
It's one night, so 24 hours. We'll be from 11 to 11.
What the
We'll probably
heck?
be eating rabbits,
What?
probably squirrels.
Poor
We'll
thumb.
make
You're gonna kill a rabbit?
We're gonna or fish. We'll learn how to fish too. So he's gonna be just basically whatever's on your back and you can carry. You're going out in the woods. He'll teach us how to make a whole fort. Whatever we need. And then he said you could bring a tent, but I doubt you're gonna want to be carrying a tent on this hike and all this stuff. So it's gonna be crazy, but it'll be fun. But that's what I'm doing next Saturday. So I am passing off the torch to Eric. I would have loved to go though. That would have been
My
Wait, can you
mind-
promise me something?
what.
You not kill any rabbits?
Actually, I do. I'll make that promise easily. Can I fish though?
Yeah, that's fine. You can fish.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, my mind just wanders to like, what happened to your friend that makes this like this is his dream bachelor? Yeah, this is his dream bachelor party, dude. Like, I'll probably just get drunk in Vegas or Laughlin when eventually I get married. But like, with my boys, I'm definitely not gonna do all that. Oh my god, do you think he's a big fan of Naked and Afraid or whatever that show is?
Oh yeah. Dude, he loves that stuff. There was
You said no. You now remember. You said you had to fight him on like you guys are gonna go dressed. He really wanted to go OG style, and you're like,
No
no.
way.
I remember now. I remember now.
He did not. That
Your homie's actually really cool now.
I would have believed him if he did propose that. I would have believed him. Like, yeah, that's you. You would do something like that.
Yeah,
Hey.
sounds like it.
Yeah, what's his name?
Yeah.
Let's give him everyone his name and address because you're gonna dox everybody. Let's
Might as
go.
well.
Yeah,
Might as
yeah.
I'm really good at that.
well. Yeah.
No. This is my best friend Kenny. Shout out to him.
Shout out Kenny. Congratulations,
You're
Kenny.
gonna get married in 2 months, so yeah, no, it's gonna be a fun time. We'll have a good time. So Eric, you haven't committed yet. Are you going or not?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm going. I'm for sure. Can I sneak in tall cans or what's going on with that?
Yeah, do it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just show up.
Oh, dude. I'm
Bring
for
a
sure
posse.
there.
Bring a posse with you.
Oh, I'm for sure there, dude. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time.
That's off.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold you to that. You better show up.
But
You have to,
definitely
you have
let
to
us
show
know.
up for him too.
Yeah, let us know though when the trailer is the premiere of the trailer next week, and
Yeah.
then the film. Do you guys kind of have like a date set in mind, like for that?
For
Where
the
you guys?
feature film? Are you saying for the feature film?
Yeah, like for the whole film, like that premiere.
Yeah, so it's gonna well, the feature film is going to be filmed in spring of next year. So spring
25,
of
yeah.
25.
It's a long process, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, we are gonna film. We're aiming to film spring of 2025. So we're hoping by like the summer of 2025 we'll be able to put it out there, and hopefully it'll be something really really big. I mean, it will be
Meaningful.
Oh yeah, that too.
Timeline for everybody to know, and just us in general too, to follow suit and what that process looks like. That's a good insight into it. I didn't know it was going to take that long, but that's good. That's good knowledge.
Oh yeah.
Independent filmmaking takes
Yeah.
forever.
I mean, we've been planning this event since like February, so he has a whole timeline of everything that is going to play out. Which it ends with being at the Oscars in 2027.
Let's go, Victor. That's right, dude.
Awesome.
But he has it all planned out. Don't worry.
What a legend, man. Heck yeah, dude. I hope.
Andrew's Yosemite.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, when you guys get all your awards and stuff, I hope you guys remember us and come back on the show after all that. And just anytime you guys want to promote anything, we'd be more than happy to have you guys back on.
Yeah,
I
and
appreciate you guys, taking the time to talk about this, and yeah, it was fun. So thank you.
Yeah, hopefully we can do it in studio next time because I would love to get out there and then we can all just meet up and hang out.
Yeah, we definitely should. I mean, we're going to be promoting the feature film even after the event. So when we have updates and all that, we can definitely get together, you know, like an in-studio type of thing. That'd be really cool.
Not Fullerton, though.
Not Fullerton.
Dude, Victor's a legend, bro. Let's go. Man, and thanks again for coming by, because, like, if it wasn't for you guys, I think we might have just been talking about... I might have just been playing Pokemon Yellow version for 55 minutes. And
Out loud.
Yeah, probably. I'm like, just not even showing it like a screen playing, like the Discords or whatever the kids do. I just like, I got a Pidgey, and there's another Pokemon. It would have been something like that. It would have been something along those lines.
I would have canceled on him.
Well, wait.
You would have had to just watch him do that for 50 minutes?
Yeah.
I would want him to chime in. I would want him to chime in. Every once in a while, I'd have to be like, hey, what's Electric's weakness again? Things like that. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah.
But again, I appreciate you guys jumping on. Eric, I don't know if you have an article real quick. I think you guys should stay on. He has some pretty random stuff.
Okay, yeah.
You know, with all his time he has on his hands, I'm sure he's got something cooked.
Hey, dude, I was supposed to do so much yesterday. I did nothing. All right, I don't know if you guys heard about this remote Amazon tribe that Elon Musk's internet connected recently. So the whole tribe became hooked on porn and social media. So according to reports, 9 months after Elon Musk connected a remote Amazon tribe to the internet, it's called Starlink Internet. Major issues emerged, primarily a porn addiction affecting the community's young men. Same. Other problems included children playing violent shooter games and chatting with, strangers online, spending hours glued to their phone. Is this a surprise or no? It makes me feel better about myself.
He didn't pre-approve these things before he talked to me. I didn't know this was going to be brought up. I did not get this approved. I did not give it a thumbs up.
Well, I mean, let's talk about it. Isn't that something that's been going on forever?
Yeah.
Why is that news?
Because they within 9 months. Within 9 months of having access to the internet, they already became hooked on social media and adult videos. And also, what video games are they playing? Because I could only play Pokemon Go or Pokemon on my freaking iPhone. What shooters? I want to play Fortnite on my iPhone. I want to play Fortnite on there, dude. What are they playing? I don't think so. I've tried.
Really? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what's crazy? So back in school, I met a kid that he was from a tribe and just straight off of Native American land, and he had so many
Was it Q-Tip?
On it.
Was it Q-Tip? Was it Tribe Called Quest? And was his name Q-Tip?
I have no idea what his tribe was called. But
yes.
It was just it was insane to see him. He was kind of telling me the same thing. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, this is my first time out of the reservation. He's like, I've never really been past this. And I'm like, what? And he's just explaining to me about how he does peyote and all these different things. I'm
dude,
like, wow.
rules, bro. This guy sounds awesome.
It was insane. And he just it was normal. He's like, yeah, we do that all the time on the reservation. He's like, there's really nothing else to do. And he's like, that's what we just hang out, go through this. And just, he was explaining all these different things, but he had so many brandings on him. They're just so swollen and just big bubbles. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
And it just, it opened my mind to it. I'm like, wow, that's
Was it after the peyote that it opened your mind, or what's going on? And asking for a friend, do you throw up every time or just the first time? I'm just wondering.
I don't even know how to take that or what it looks like. I don't know. Anyway.
What? Okay.
I really don't. But yeah, so it is interesting that you brought that up because I didn't know. Now they have Starlink, so they have internet access.
Yeah. And you would think as a precautionary thing, you would maybe throw a little bit of the V chip, as it used to be for the cable television, a nice little adult kind of filter, or a parental advisory filter. Maybe you don't give them access to browsers right away or something. Dude, someone subscribed to my OnlyFans from a weird location. I think I know where they're from.
You have an OnlyFans?
Yeah. Well,
we're just gonna casually talk.
It's for his Pokemon.
I try to plug that any chance I get. Am I right, Andrew?
Yeah. It's for his feet only.
Yeah. Don't forget to follow. Don't forget to follow me on OnlyFans. Save your soul for $20.69.
This guy. Anyways, you guys can tell he's 31.
Oh.
I'm laughing to be polite.
I'm laughing to people.
Yep. That's
Hey,
usually.
So is the whole family. We all like, ha ha, Eric, nice.
Hold on.
Oh, it's like the thing.
Hold
Yeah.
on, guys. Victor, Brown, give me a second. Andrew, is that for real? Is this for real, dude? Are you joking me? We're gonna have to end the show early because
Wait, are you guys related?
No. Yeah, we're cousins. He's my cousin. He's my little cousin.
Yeah. But we're cousins. His mom's my dad's sister.
So that's why he was talking about the last name thing, because my mom has like nothing but brothers. So I took her, my dad's name, and everyone else took the family's name. So everyone else, they'd always be like, yeah, well, that's why you're an Osario. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have a dad, and these kind of jokes are hurting way more, dude.
Oh,
So what's up,
man.
Andrew? You want to talk about some more? You want to talk about making me cry? My little cousin making me cry?
We feel bad for him. But you know what? It's all right.
We I have this other article, but I don't know if we have enough time, but I'll try to go to it. This photographer was disqualified from an AI image competition after winning with a real photo. So it was a photo of a flamingo, and so the incident happened just recently, and she won first place in the AI category for People's Vote, where the People's Voted won. I'm sorry, I'm reading this for the first time. Also, Andrew, I don't think I know how to read. But everyone said they understand what she was trying to do, but they still want to give, the AI artists a chance to win in that category. How do you guys feel about AI art? I mean, as a screenplay writer, have you ever used that for like a writing prompt?
No, I'm so against
He's
AI. No,
Yeah.
it's ruining the. And like, I completely hate that article because people are using AI to make like movie posters.
Oh.
They're taking. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So
You know what I do
and
love? Instagram calling everything out for using AI. Like it says this was made with AI. Oh gosh, that's the one thing I love that Instagram's done.
Well, even screenplays, like they were on strike for like how long?
Forever.
For
Yeah.
a long time. Yeah, all of Hollywood was
Yeah,
on
it's
strike.
crazy. I mean, to be honest, I can't say that I wouldn't ever use AI to like write emails and stuff like that, like
Right.
unimportant stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it's scary.
You're not
I mean,
letting
if you-
it dip into the
yeah.
creative outlet, at least.
Exactly. There needs to be parameters, but I mean, like, that's crazy though. So basically, someone won for not using AI.
Yeah, and then they disqualified her because she used a real photo. But I think that was pretty punk rock of her to be like, yo, you nerds, like, you guys think that stuff's like art? Let me show you, and then win. The fact that she won is legendary. Let me try to get the photo for real quick. I sent it to Andrew.
Yeah, I agree that she posted that and beat out AI. I think that's the whole point of she showed exactly what she was trying to demonstrate.
Be able to see it.
What is it? Oh.
Nah, you won't be able to see it. I have a picture, it's all weird. It's like a flamingo. I'll send it in the Skype. Dude, the Skype chat's gonna be lit, fam. No cap, dude.
Can
Oh,
we
yeah.
still have access to it after?
Were you guys able to see the picture?
No.
From the past?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I saw it.
we've been
Oh,
going
yeah.
through all of your personal information.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that-
Oh no! I got really drunk and like was crying on the Skype chat recently, so I hope they didn't read that. But thank you again for all the listeners for tuning in, as always, for checking out Palmtrees and Progress Presents on NBC, KCAA, and worldwide on all streaming platforms. Don't forget to check out our website for all our merchandise, palmtreesandprogress.com. We got some fresh new swimmy trunks on there, and you got to check it out. And then don't forget to check out The Rasa Film on Instagram. The Rasa Film trailer, June 29th premiere. You guys can find all of that information at their Instagram. And you guys have a website too?
The same thing.
TheRasaFilm.com. Let's go. Victor and Brianna, I want to say thanks again for taking the time to being part of the show. Sorry you guys had to put up with Andrew's bad jokes. I know he doesn't know how to read a room. Andrew,
I apologize for my older cousin. Sorry about that.
I know,
Usually we don't let him get the mic.
it's
We-
crazy
we-
that I'm older.
Will you mute it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Andrew, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
No, man. Thank you again for both of you guys coming on. I appreciate it, and good luck with
you.
all the rest of the film.
Okay.
All right,
Thanks for having me.
take it easy, guys. Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
See ya.
NBC News on KCAA Loma Linda, celebrating art. views and opinions expressed by individuals on the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the network, Guys Guy Radio, and its platforms.